Hello and welcome to the Behind the Scenes, The House of Blue Leaves, an inside look at Five Town's upcoming production of John Galway's play. I'm Logan Ashton. The FTC Theater Arts Division is delivering an exciting lineup of stage performances for the spring 2025 semester, and this comedic farce is our second play of the season. While it originally debuted off-Broadway in 1971, The House of Blue Leaves hit Broadway in 1986 and was revived in 2011. The play takes place in 1965 and centers around the Pope's visit to New York. Main character, Artie Shaughnessy, is a zookeeper and aspiring songwriter. He lives in Queens with his wife, Bananas, and his mistress, Bunny, Flingus, just downstairs. This Five Towns production features a group of talented actors playing a diverse cast of characters. Let's get to know them a little. First, Frank Seitz plays the lead role of Artie Shaughnessy, a middle-aged aspiring songwriter stuck with a job as a zookeeper and a mentally ill wife. Next, Lexi Grace Gabaldi is Artie's wife, Bananas, who, hence her name, has a mental disorder and faces going to an insane asylum while she tries to please her unfaithful husband. Jilson McGarry plays Bunny Flingus, Artie's love affair who tries to support Bananas with her condition and Artie with his fame. Tiston Bellin is Ronnie, Artie's teenage son who dodges the draft to Vietnam and lurks in his oblivious father's apartment. Jamil Denner plays producer Billy Einhorn, Artie's childhood friend who he turns to launch his songwriting career. Simone Hammond is Billy's actress girlfriend, Karina Stroller, who is on hiatus after partially losing her hearing in a set accident. Mia Lay heads a group of 3 nuns who await the Pope to drive by, but somehow find themselves in Artie's apartment. Alongside Lay are Stacy Weiner as the second nun, and Emily Keener as the little nun. Demetrius Revel takes the role of military police who arrest Ronnie for his military absence. And last but not least, we have Frederick Rupert Rain as the white man who plays a big role in the Pope's visit. With such a varied cast, it can be hard to remember each part. We got access to rehearsal in the dance studio and theater studio where our actors modeled the play together. Jace DeMarco has a story.
The cast of Five Towns' production of The House of Blue Leaves rehearsed diligently leading up to opening night. Artie would practice his piano tunes, Bananas and Bunny would perfect the art of bickering, and Ronnie would master his storytelling.
Hello, I'm Huckleberry Finn.
Jamil Denard says his fellow actors worked for weeks to deliver an engaging story.
We had about 7 weeks to prepare for this one. So we get it right from the jump. Our schedule is set. We got to put in the work. And we put in as much work as possible and go into rehearsal with 100% energy all the time.
Of course, rehearsal is important for any play, but remembering the mannerisms of the House of Blue Leaves' diverse cast can be challenging. But Tristan Bellin says it isn't as hard as one may think.
It's basically just analyzing the script as your character and just kind of getting inside the mind of your character, like figuring out how your character would react to this line or that line or in this situation or that situation.
And watching carefully is theater arts producer David Krasner, making sure everyone's on top of their game for showtime. Krasner says he's quite proud of his actors for their efforts to make it the best production possible.
I think they're all doing a fantastic job. I think they're all doing a terrific opportunity to really stretch their acting chops and get their acting muscles to really flex.
All in all, this small group is dedicated to bringing Five Towns audiences a unique stage experience.
Go in with an open mind and to bring your funny bone because it's hilarious, but also bring some tissues because you might cry.
I'm Jace DeMarco reporting.
There's much more to a character than just what you see on stage. Nature Langhorne sat down with Frank Seitz and Lexi Grace Gabaldi, who gave us an in-depth look at the complex relationship between Artie and Bananas Shaughnessy.
I'm here with Frank Seitz and Lexi Grace Gabaldi, who play the main couple of Artie and Bananas Shaughnessy in the upcoming show, The House of Blue Leaves. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
And for my first question, your characters are the main couple of this show. What should the audience expect the dynamic to be between you both?
Not great. They're not a very happily married couple. Bananas is sick, and Artie is a dreamer who has to stay home and take care of Bananas. So there's a lot of wishful thinking from both of them.
Yeah, my character's kind of bored. Not necessarily bored of her, but he ignored the in sickness and in health part of the wedding vows, and I kind of just want to like throw her away into like an asylum or something, because she's a lot to deal with, and I just want to play my music on my piano and hook up with other women, but she's here and
Yeah, he
it's
literally
kind
has
of
a girlfriend in
yeah,
the show.
it's-
Like, we're not together.
I'm kind of like I'm kind of cheating on her, but I don't see it that way, because
Yeah.
I mean you can't even be with someone like Bananas.
And I
But-
say at the end, like, I don't even blame him for it because I'm aware of our dynamic and how interesting it is and how much my character knows she's holding him back. So it's very strange. It's very rocky. It's very sad.
Yeah.
And for my next question, which particular scene was the most compelling or meaningful?
You want to go first or me?
You go first.
Okay. I will answer, I guess, for my character specifically, you know, because the play as a whole, there's lots of different meaningful scenes. I think that the most meaningful scene is in Act 1, where Artie, her husband, is telling her that he wants to send her away to a hospital, a loony bin, an asylum, whatever you want to call it. You know, they call it all these different kinds of things. And she's really, really freaking out about it. She does not want to go. She is not in good shape. She's scared that they're going to hurt her because at this time when the play was written, they gave them shock treatments to try to help with the disease that she has in particular, which definitely can't be pleasant. So she's really, really in distress, and that kind of is the catalyst for where she goes and what she does for the rest of the play is really that moment of like, no, you can't send me away. Like, I have to stay here. So it's really important to Bananas in that moment. I would think that that is the most compelling scene for my character.
Yeah, I don't know what the most. I'm trying to think, what is the most compelling scene for my character? I don't know if any of it is really compelling per se. You know, I kind of just don't like her. The same
Well, it
scene
doesn't
that.
have to be between me and you. It could just be
Oh,
any
just
scene
in
for
any
Artie.
scene for
Yeah.
Artie? Whenever I get rejected by Billy and he ends up stealing the girl I'm about to like marry and that I was cheating on Bananas with, it's quite compelling because it's a big loss for Artie, and it kind of shows that everything that he thought he could achieve is inachievable. You know, he had this big build-up, this big hope, and the day whenever like he finally steps out there, it all gets the rug gets pulled out from under him. So I guess that's quite compelling.
Yeah, that's definitely a rough moment for Artie.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, right before the end.
Yeah, right before the end.
And what do you hope the audience takes away from this play?
I hope they find it very funny, and I hope they laugh very loudly during the play. And our director said not to play up for laughs, so we won't be playing up for laughs. We're not going to be doing that. But I just hope that naturally we are very, very funny, and the play is very, very funny, and that people find it very amusing. And they go home and they're like, man, that was hilarious. Did you see?
It's so interesting you say that because it is technically supposed to be written as a comedy,
Yes.
and it is funny. It is funny at times. You go through a lot of up and downs with this play. It is very funny at times, but it's funny and amusing, I hope, to the audience in the sense where, well, one, it's weird to think about what the audience is going to feel right now before we open. Our director has said a lot about the themes of the show being surrounded about what it takes to make it, and I guess what that really means, you know, like what is success in Hollywood and being famous. And I guess I just hope that the audience kind of takes away that it really, really matters what you do behind the closed doors. Because I think that you watch Artie and all these things he's trying to do, and it's like, the reasons why he's not making it isn't because he couldn't, it's because of who he is.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really, it's a really heavy theme in the show, and I hope they take that away from it.
All right. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Break a leg on opening night.
Thank you.
And back to you, Logan.
Now, how can you see this show? Performances will take place from Thursday, March 6th through Saturday, March 8th at 7:30 p.m. and on Saturday, March 9th at 3 p.m. Get your tickets now. That's a wrap on this special look behind the scenes of The House of Blue Leaves. I'm Logan Ashton. Thanks for watching.